It took almost a year, but Nair is finally here. So let's talk a little bit about her, if it's worth pulling for her or not, and building her, and also the Chloe journey, because it's also available now. So before we start, hello degenerates, welcome back to the Waifus. I'm Sefhi, your favorite gambling addict, and today's topic, Chloe journey and the release for Nair, and also her journey, and if it's worth pulling or not. So let's jump into this. Leave a like, subscribe, help me grow the channel, and we're gonna start with Chloe and then we'll go into Nair. Before I talk about either of them, the new system, I'll make a video tomorrow probably talking about it and the priority and what to get and whatnot, but this is kind of a really bad system in my opinion. I'll talk about it more tomorrow, but if you guys are interested on the priority, you guys have it on the website. Simply go into the artifact and rune tier list and click on welding priority. Outside of a few selected items, it's not worth it. It's just like DPS cards, Combat Master, and then obviously J Codex, Dragonlight, Shion Black. Like nothing else is worth to weld at the moment. We'll talk about this tomorrow. This is a system that I personally am not a fan of. I think it's even way worse than the Journeys, but again, we'll go over that tomorrow. That's it. Let's talk a little bit about Chloe and Nair. We're gonna start with Chloe since it's gonna be faster, and then we'll go into Nair. Chloe is a character that was already a really good tank. Like we're talking about tanks, you had literally few options. It was these three girls at the top who were running everything. And both Vivi and Ed had already their journeys, and they were really good. Ed journey better, I would say. The Vivi one was a good upgrade, but nothing major, and now Chloe gets one similar to Vivi, where it's really good for her and for what she was lacking, but it doesn't change her position on the tier list. We'll talk about journey ratings in a moment. This journey is only going to be changing three things. First, it gives her immunity to stun and mutate. This is great for PvP and annoying enemies, mostly for PvP when you are fighting against, people who are throwing potatoes at you. So in the situations, it's pretty nice, it's pretty good. It's also becoming immune to a stun, which is welcome. And the other change, there is two here. First, after taking 14 hits from direct damage, taunts nearby enemies and deals AoE magic damage. This is an extra taunt for a tank, is good, extra damage always welcome. And this one is even better. When Doll's Wheel is activated, increases attack speed for a set period of time and recovers HP every second for 7 seconds. This is really good. She was a character that wasn't missing many things, but HP recovery was on her weak side. So now we have a character that has the HP recovery, the extra taunt, she is immune to different debuffs, and overall her base kit is still amongst the strongest tanks in the game, right? So for people who are maining Mad, this is a great journey. I wouldn't pull for it, I would get it slowly over time, but it's a pretty good one. When it comes to her card, I haven't tested enough yet to say if you guys should be pulling for it or not. In my opinion, it's not as great. This is a good card for only specific characters. For Chloe, for Vivi, for Gavia, and not even so much for Gavia, but any character who can consistently have a shield up, this is a good card for them. Reducing incoming damage by 18% on level 1, giving them also attack speed, right? So this is a pretty good card, only for like niche characters that can have a shield. In those situations, it's a good one. If not, I will say you don't need to pull for this. If you want to grab a copy for collection, it's fine. But I would not go for those, like at all. And now we can go into Nair. Before we go into her, alright, if you want to see a small spoiler, for her journey, she is a T1 character. Without her journey, she is still a great unit, but we put her on T2 without the journey. Nair is a character that, with her journey, not gonna lie, I think this is one of my favorites so far. She is really strong. Not her journey alone, like her whole kit. She's a mad character, so unless you are maining that element, it's not worth pulling for her. She's going to be pretty similar to Ron, but even better because she has SP utility. So Nair will have a freshman skill where she becomes invincible herself and increases damage for all allies. Level 10 is 38, level 12 it's 42, and it only gets better, right? 44 at level 13, and I'm pretty sure at max level it's going to be a 48% damage increase. Really good. Then we have her senior skill. Bestows the Blessing of Elder to reduce incoming damage for nearby ally apostles and deals AoE damage to nearby enemies. Now, we'll go into a testing ground for a second so you guys can see this, but even though it says nearby allies, this is almost the whole map. It's really big area. And then her passive, every 2 seconds recovers SP for herself and nearby allies. Level 10 is 10. If you go to max level, it's going to be 15 SP recovery, 1 increase per level. Really good passive. If you get her, this is the priority. So this is a character that has damage increase for everyone, damage reduction for everyone, and SP recovery for everyone. It's really good, really good. Her normal attack is pretty basic, no enhanced attack variant, no nothing. So just her base kit, again, can compete with Ron and even better. Really good frontline. Her journey only makes it better. Anytime she's doing a basic attack, she's reducing the incoming damage and recovering HP and SP for herself, right? And then when her senior skill is used, applies invincible to self and front row apostles. So not only she's getting the invincible for herself, but now she's also giving it to everyone and herself on the front row. So she's getting double invincibility, one on her first mana skill, and then on senior for everyone on an 18-second cooldown, which is nothing, right? It's on the short side, I will say, in contrast to other characters. Really powerful journey, really good base kit. That's why she's starting at the T1 character with the journey, because it's really strong. We also added these icons for the journeys. Do let me know, guys, if you like them. I think it's pretty cool. I was gonna animate them like in game with like this mode, you know, moving up and down, but I thought it would be pretty annoying on the website to have them moving. So yeah. So those are the journey ratings at the moment. Nair starting at the T1, and then without the journey, she is a T2 character. Now, few things for Nair specifically before we go into testing. This is a character that her board is decent. We're talking about attack and defense on the first board, and then HP, attack, and more defense on the second board. Really good. And then if we are going into the A club, she has decent resources, honestly, because she has as the main metal fine shavings, which are necessary, and as the secondary crampables, which are used to craft resources for the furniture. So this is really good for the reputation farming and crafting. Pretty good. So it's a pretty nice character for the A club resources as well. Now, would I be pulling for her outside of people who main math characters if you are low on resources? Probably not, but if you can afford to grab a copy, she's good for the A club, she will be good for Elias Frontier, and she is gonna be a main staple on the math teams moving forward. When it comes to who she's replacing between your two front lines, and we can go here directly, between Shady and Leeds, depends on your investment, nothing else. To me, she's replacing Shady because she had no investment, and my Leeds has some investment. So I am switching off Shady, which had, what is Shady? Right here, 600, right? Versus 669 on my Leeds. Now, like I said earlier, her first mana skill damage increases for everyone. We don't care about this. What I wanted to show you guys is this. So this is nearby allies damage reduction, right? And then her passive is nearby allies SP recovery. This is different how it works. Like the wording is just weird because both are nearby allies, but both are different. So when it comes to the SP recovery, it's only around herself. Literally, Alice, Diana, Chloe. Those are the only characters getting SP recovery. When it comes to her senior, it's everyone on the map. Even Yumimi, which is at the back, throwing arrows, will get it. So let me just go here really quickly so you guys can see it. We will increase this, speed this up a little bit. Okay, so as you guys can see, SP recovery, it's only Chloe. It's not even Leeds. If I go into Leeds right here, Leeds is gonna be getting it from the sugarcane, not from her, right? If we go here, she's getting a 78, 40 plus 30, and if we go into Leeds, she's only gonna be getting the 27, right? Same thing here. If I go into Alice, she's getting an increase of 40 plus 27, but if I go to our Cyst, she's only getting 26. She is getting the sugarcane, but she's not getting the passive from there. Now, for her ultimate, for her senior, same thing. Nearby ally apostles reduce incoming damage. But if we use this skill, it's actually everyone. Even Yumimi is getting this on the back, reducing incoming damage for nearby apostles, quote unquote, right? So everyone is getting that, but the passive for the SP, it's way smaller. So just something to take into consideration for her wording if you wish. Also, really good, we finally have a place to test characters. even though it's not perfect and you can only preview quote unquote the next season, you can still have both the Elias Frontier and the Dimensional Class previews. So really nice, really good new system they integrated. That's basically everything so far when it comes to Net, honestly. I like her. I don't know if I will be getting her skin. It's pretty cute, but I'll probably wait for future ones. I did get, however, the skin for Chloe because this summer skin, it's really, really cute. So we did buy that one. That's it. That's everything. As usual, website is updated already. You guys have everything in there. I have to update later some of the old guides when it comes to teams right now that we are running for the dig site and whatnot, but everything else should be updated. Also, links in the description because we are live every single day. That's it. I'm out. Good luck with your pool, dinner rates, and I'll see you in the next one.